someone told me that you were to Pakistan and you were in the army.
Yes, I was. A lot of people, who has time? Rich people have time. So anybody who ain't got a pot to piss in right now and sitting there and just relaxing, they need to understand you ain't rich, mate. You need to run around. You need to
go
just...
often.
These are going to be worth hundreds of thousands of pounds when their kids are 18, 19 years old. They're going to thank my ass for this. They literally are.
Welcome to CEOCAST.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me at this beautiful, wonderful office that you got here in the heart of Knightsbridge.
Yes,
It's quite sick, and I
amazing.
hope you lot can see on camera how actually sick it is,
Yeah.
to be fair. But, I mean, we've got Pokemon boxes in front of us, Pokemon cards. That leaves us with your company, Only Graded, right?
Yes, Only Graded is my latest venture.
Yeah.
We started that, say, in the last quarter of December, 2021. And we are flying.
And what is it exactly? People might be thinking, okay, we've got Pokemon cards here encased.
I know a lot of my friends give me a lot of stick about this, saying,
Yeah.
you've gone from property development and construction to Pokemon cards, but it's not quite the case. We are a grading company. Perhaps the equivalent, or I wouldn't say equivalent, in my eyes, we are better than other grading companies for many reasons, which I can go into in a minute. But we're a grading company. We authenticate your cards. And we tell you what they're worth.
Yeah.
A lot of people are sitting at home with cash in the attic at the moment.
Yeah.
They don't know what these are worth. In my time, these would have been a couple of pounds, and now
In the packets that you get in the shops, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But now some of those Charizards, for example, first edition Shadowless, are selling for £300,000-400,000.
So when these cards came out originally, I'll get into this later on, but when these cards came out originally, for example, the Charizard, what year did they end up in the packets in the shops?
Well, to be honest with you, it's whenever not PSA or Beckett, Pokemon. Whenever Pokemon release, for example, these are the 2021 celebration a Venusaur.
Yeah.
It's already graded a 10. It's selling for £350. It comes out of a box that's £20.
Yeah.
So you can see the
markup.
So £20 box, £10 grading the card, and you've got yourself £350. It's a massive market. If it's $1 trillion market, if you Google it or research it,
Yeah.
it's part of the TCG community, and us at Only Graded, what we're trying to do is bridge that gap between the TCG community, the crypto community, and everything. We're trying to bring it together because I don't feel one should not benefit from the other just because of perhaps, I don't know, ego or a previous ideology.
Yeah,
we want to eliminate all of that and.
Yeah.
Let's all work together and,
It's fun. Pokemon's got such a big hype around it. I mean, you see Logan Paul getting scammed for $3.5 million.
Do you really think he got scammed though?
I don't know, but let's save that for later on in the podcast.
Okay.
We've got to keep people watching.
Okay.
But I mean, it's such a big hype. Obviously, Pokemon cards have been selling for crazy amounts of money. I think, what's the highest Pokemon card that's been sold for in the past? Whether it's from Only Graded or
there's a card there. There's a trainer card out there which is from Yu-Gi-Oh, which is £2 million.
Yeah, £2 million.
Yeah, I mean, someone would have won that at a competition. It would have been one of one, and that is not even graded, and it's £2 million.
So you talk about like one in a competition years ago or something.
Yeah. One of the first competitions.
Bloody hell.
So it's like anything. This is not like investing in gold or anything. This is the future of investment. Or future of earning money.
Yeah.
Kids as young as I know personally, guys that are under 18 and have got collections from me that are worth over £100,000.
Damn.
Now, there's a question that I asked myself since I've recently got into this is, why are no lenders lending these kids the money? If they've got something worth £100,000, they should be able to at least take a third away from that, borrow that, purchase a property and do something.
So how much does it actually cost to like grade these cards? Because obviously these cards aren't going to be worth £100,000 just like that.
No, they're not, because you don't know if they're real or not. This is why you send them to us. They go through a very robust grading process.
Yeah.
We're not like a normal grading company where someone looks at it like with the hand perhaps or under a microscope.
Yeah.
Our process is completely different. It goes through a laser machine, then 3 people look at it. It's the same. It's equivalent of an AGI or GIA diamond verification. We have 3 people look at it rather than 1, because one could be having a bad day.
One could be
the
wrong.
other might not be seeing straight. Who knows? Hopefully that's not the case. I'll be a bit concerned, but just to keep it safe. But yeah, that's why we're getting the hype that we've got, the growth that we've got. I mean, we've graded over 10,000 cards in less than 4 months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And, you know, the cheaper service being £10 per card and the most expensive being £100 per card. And we're at 13,000 now. And I mean, this is last week's news. You know.
You don't even know what you've done this week.
I don't know what we've done. I think we just emailed you, and I think that's about it.
All right, so let's dive it well back now, because do you mind saying how old you are?
Me, I'm 38 years old.
38 years old, right? And earlier in the podcast, you mentioned that you had done property development, then moved here. So let's dive before property development, because someone told me that you were to Pakistan and you were in the army.
Yes, I was.
So let's talk about your whole upbringing, because
now that you've taken it that far back, Josh is really going to have to tell you a story.
Yeah, go on. I want to hear the full story of this.
The full story is this. I think I was about... Oh, you really got me now. I think I was about 7 or 8 years old. I was born and bred in Barking, yeah? Barking boy. We used to go to the mosque. Yeah.
Which one? Barking Mosque?
No, there wasn't no Barking Mosque then.
Okay.
There used to be a community centre or something. Yeah. Next to Harper Road.
Okay, yeah.
But people that watch this all know, yeah?
Yeah.
And Harper Road. That's where we actually were, Harper Road. That was the beginning. We was there, so I used to go there and whatnot. I was a bit naughty, actually. So my old man decided, yeah? Let me take him back home. So he sent me back home to my nanabu, my grandfather.
Yeah.
So when I was with him, he was a strict prayed 5 times a day in the army. Yeah, I was under his wing.
But how naughty could you have been at 8 years old?
Huh?
How naughty could you have been at 8 years old?
I was a greasy fucker, man.
Fair enough. Okay, so go on.
No, you know what it was? It was just, I think I was just proactive. I just always wanted to do more things than what I probably could. Yeah. And to be honest with you, so far so good. But it was just that. So when I went there, the whole one thing I did learn over there, man. It was for me. I look at it. I think it was great that happened to me, because that really gave me morals. It gave me. I appreciate things. I appreciate money. I appreciate what I have. I appreciate people. I appreciate limbs. Yeah. You understand? I appreciate how important it is to be fit, because when I was out there, we used to go to the village, for example. Now, if I go back to that memory and you've taken me there now, I think, wow, all those people, they're probably still in the same place. My mind has gone from place to place. They're still waiting for the jal to come. Astaghfirullah, I'm not saying it that way, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying that the stories they tell you as kids, bruv. Yeah. Listen, outrageous. Yeah. No, but if you do the actual research, you know what I mean, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But it was a really character building, and I'm happy that I did that, actually. But once I finished that, I think I was about 13 or 14 years old, came back here, sixth form. Sixth form, didn't go to college, sixth form university, went to Holloway Road, marketing, got a degree in marketing, finished that. And then, as I was doing my degree, I used to work with my old man, building contractor. So, bricklayer by trade myself. Yeah. Used to do all of that, extensions, loft, building contract, loads of stuff. But in between that, when I was going to university, my dad said, look, let me go and get you a laptop, or one of those computer things. I said, yeah, sweet, come on then. So we went to Beckton to get this computer from the computer shop. Yeah, okay. It was called The Computer Shop. Yeah. Okay. It was run by a load of Brummy brothers. A lot of Brummy brothers at the time. So I was in there for about 1.5 years. I worked. But it wasn't for me. So
you worked in the computer shop?
Yeah, I worked there for a year.
Okay.
But what I did was, after 1.5 years, I saved enough money to get a shop on rent, which I got a shop on rent in the famous Meads Lane in Seven Kings, Ilford. I was there. I've been there. I still am there since 2004.
Okay, long time then.
Ended up buying the premises. Yeah. And going strength to strength. We've got a good sized portfolio in East London.
So when you got your own shop at that point, what was you doing?
So basically when I got the shop, my father had a portfolio of his own as well, and he was paying X amount of money to agents to do.
Yeah, you talk about properties, yeah?
Yeah, properties, to manage his properties. So I just said to him, listen, what are you going to pay them that? I'll cut you half price. Yeah. I'll set my own up. I've got my shop because I wanted to do properties.
Okay. That was roughly about 21, 22 then, I'd say.
Yeah, roughly, yeah. I was always ambitious. Yeah. My friends were always older, I never really hung around with people my age. A lot of the people my age were just, I don't know, they were different. And lucky I was with everyone, and I'm so far so good. I've kept it clean and safe so far, so.
One thing I want to touch on, because you're the only person I know that I've met in person that's been in the army before. So I know you touched on it, but I just want to know, what was it actually, the whole experience like? Because you were there from, what you said, 8 years old till 13.
Okay, so you'd wake up, whatever time Fajr was, the prayers. So I'd have to do that with my grandfather. So if there was an hour or two in between that to go sleep, we would. If we didn't, we wouldn't.
Okay, yeah.
I'd have to take my dogs for a walk. I had dogs.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't allowed no one to come and see me because of my parents being my parents. So it was a matter of safety at the time. So we were there. 7:30, you'd have to be in school. When you went into school, you'd have to do a couple of laps around the thing. You'd have to jump, star jumps, this, that, the other. You'd have to do the anthem.
Yeah.
And after that, you'd go into class. They would check your nails. They'd take your collars. If your collars were dirty, if your nails were cut, if your trousers had dust in them, they check your shoes. If the shoes are shined. My shoes are terrible right now. I'd get beaten up for. Honestly, I'm not joking.
Is it?
No, my shoes are scuffed because I've just been driving and whatnot.
Yeah.
But if this was on my shoe, I'm getting no toileting off.
You can't even say it on the podcast.
Listen, they're gonna slap you across the face.
Yeah.
I used to get a slap. Then, fortunately for me, my hair grew really fast. So every other day, every other week, I needed a haircut. But if they could grab your hair like this, you'd get a slap. If you turn up to the front gate, 5 minutes late, you're getting 5 canes in your hand. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I know what punishment is.
Yeah.
Kids nowadays have no punishment. There's not punishment. No. Some may say that's abuse. I would actually say now, I feel like that is abuse. You can't beat someone up like that because they're 5 minutes late. It might not even be their fault.
Yeah,
Do you understand? For all you know. But you've just ironed me out for what?
You can't do anything about it.
No.
Being young, you got nothing to do.
But this is it. Luckily for me, my grandfather, he was quite a gentleman at the time, so he was quite highly ranked as well. So he had some way on them, but they really liked picking on me because my English was better than the teachers at the time.
Okay.
Because I'd speak to them in English and they wouldn't understand and they'd get really annoyed.
Obviously, you were brought up in England, so.
Of course, so, But anyway, that was that. Came back. I feel that was part of my pedigree. Understanding who, what, where, all of that.
Yeah, so this is what I really want to know, because where do you think your whole entrepreneurship business mindset derives from? Being young naughty boy to then going to Pakistan, being in the army, coming back to the UK. I mean, if you stopped your story there, some might think, okay, where's he gonna go from here? But obviously, we're here now, only graded property developer. You've done many things in your life which we'll touch on. So where does that whole entrepreneurship transpire?
I think the entrepreneurship comes from my father, actually, because my father, I never really saw him as an outgoing man. He's a very, very respected, nice man. I wouldn't say I'm as nice as him.
Yeah.
He's a lot nicer than me. I never see him have a heap of friends around having parties and... No, he always kept us very private. He kept us kind of very safe. I wasn't allowed to have male friends around.
You wasn't?
No, not at all. I had 4 sisters.
Yeah.
No one's allowed around. Not even to the front door. You call me, you come at the top of the road. It wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
So the value of respect was always there. A lot of people don't have that. That was always there. So yeah, only a few of my friends have could even say they've come to my house. Even to date.
So then, okay, so continuing from where you left off, you got your shop now, you've done your estate agency, and then you told your dad you'll basically cut him half price.
Yeah, I said I'll do a better deal than the agents. He said, listen, don't worry about it, just do it. My dad always had this thing to say, don't tell me, show me. I have that now. When someone says something to me, I say, listen, don't tell me, show me, and then tell me.
Then speak about it, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. You're telling me something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Jibba jabba jabba jibba.
Yeah.
Forget it. I've really got no time for that. Even I have, what I've experienced recently is, I'm going away from the subject, is a lot of people will create these amazing ideas in their mind.
No execution.
Under the influence of whatever.
Yeah.
But then don't have the ability to follow up the next day. Why? Because it was just a thought. There's no action. If there was action, some planning into it, then you've actually integrated a thought process into that, then you're going to go somewhere with it. You can't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to be a plumber or an electrician. You got to know what you're doing, you know?
Yeah, you got to know the route. You got to actually execute the plan.
So for me, where I was in the property and I started the estate agency, my dad's mate started coming over. Oh, young man, you in what? Because I was young. And, you know, I had the mayor come down on the opening.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, I got pictures of that in the newspaper and everything. Yeah.
Might have to send me that and then
then you can add that in, yeah.
Exactly,
okay. So we had the mayor come in. I had a couple of all the old school Asian, you know, guys turn up. So it was nice. We had the opening. So all his mates gave me their properties. Before I knew I was managing 50 properties. And, you know, you're earning £50 to £100 for each one at that time.
Yeah.
So I had immediate, you know, income.
Making good money at that age as well.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But I would say I was a bit more, I was quite outgoing then.
Okay.
So it kind of balanced out over the years.
Fair enough.
But other than that, no. It was good. So, you know, the property side of things is covered. Like, honestly, I could do that even now. I get so many messages, emails a day of deals because where I'm in the loop.
Yeah.
I get deals. I just pass them on to someone. Let someone else earn. Because my vision is different. What I want is different. Then I wanted property. But now I find the ultimate goal for me is freedom. To not work.
Freedom from what?
From working.
Okay.
I want to spend time with my children, my family, my loved ones. I want no one to work. I want everyone to educate themselves. Anyone who's part of me, my circle, my family, I do not want them to work. The ultimate goal is no one works. You educate yourself. You're into sports. Because as a Pakistani man, as an Asian man, I feel like we don't progress in those things. And it irritates me. Why? I know I could put my life on it. I could have been a world champion in any sport because of my work ethic and what I want. If I want, I'm going to get it. But most people can't do that because the families, same reason I couldn't. My mum wouldn't let me go on a bus when I was that age. I could have played rugby for Barking and Dagenham. I went 3 or 4 times. I had a bit of a racist altercation. Mum said, you're not going on the bus no more. Yeah. Finished.
But if you had carried it on, put your mind to it, you could
100%. I know I could have. Yeah. Anything. But we get shut down because of the constant babying. So I would always say, whenever I see Asian boys or whatever, or lads or whatever you want to say, or however you want to say, I always say to them, listen, forget the mold. Yeah. Be yourself. Be what you want to be. Listen, nothing's guaranteed, man.
So you're a father, yeah?
Yes.
So I want to ask you this question because I've just been dealing with this, should we say, yeah?
Sure.
When your kids grow up, would you push them to get a degree or what would you push them towards? Because in Asian backgrounds, it's common that, you know, our parents tell us must go to follow these steps: school, uni, degree, job, 9 to 5, rest of your life sort of thing. Listen, and being a doctor, of course.
Let me tell you something. The biggest example I can give you of turbulence or disruption is COVID. When COVID happened, people couldn't go to the mosque.
Yeah.
If anybody who's religious will know that you get a better reward for going to the mosque than at home, yes. But now I can't go to mosque because I want to go to mosque, but this made up, whatever you want to call it, won't allow me. So what happens in that scenario? There'll be an answer for it for sure. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is, to the common mind, an immediate answer is not available. Do you understand? Yes, there is an answer. Yeah. Right now, I don't have an answer. I'll have to go and Google it or call someone. Yeah. So you're going to automatically make an assumption and go with that plan. Yeah. But for me, what was your question again? Like, would you push your kids to go along that, you know, same mindset of getting my kids, in regards to my kids, my main thing will be the same thing my father had for us, is respect, having your personal space, because look, whenever you meet someone, if I've met you today, right? We're in a relationship for life. I'm never going to forget you and you're never going to forget me. Same thing, with more you interact with people, the more people you're going to meet, the more people you're going to have in your mind, ideologies, things. I want to keep my children pure of that. Not safe from that, pure of that poisonous mindset, which leads to insecurities, which leads to self-harm and all these other things. Being pure of mind would be, first and foremost, they will need freedom. They can't have pressure of bills. They can't have pressure of, going to school. And education is education. Like if for example, someone who's 6'5", theoretically is better to play basketball than someone who's 5'5". Yeah, for sure. So why would you teach a 5'5" person to play basketball and him to play snooker? It's going to hurt his back and he's too short for it. Yeah. So if each kid was given a chance in school to decide what he actually wants to do and what their attributes are for, then you'll actually have a group of human beings that are really good at this. But then it's like you're taking, someone will say you're taking away human choice away. Okay. If somebody short wants to play basketball, they can. But I'm talking on a technical term to get the best desired results, but the high performance. But then that's not very humane, but you can go on about that.
Fair enough. So you mentioned COVID there, and then this is where we were talking off camera, and you said this is where only graded came from, right? So do you mind if I pick one of the cards?
Sure, yeah.
So obviously we spoke about in the beginning what Pokemon cards are and what only graded is. How much is this card here that I'm holding worth?
This card is a very recent card. It comes out of a £20 box.
Yeah. Once
it's graded, and this is a 10 plus. This is worth £500 once it's graded.
£500, just like that.
Yeah, £10 to grade it, and it's comes out of a 20. Out of the £20 box, you could probably get 2 or 3 of these, or you could get random different cards. That's a Charizard at the back there. That's worth £1,000. These are all very new cards, but
isn't the Charizard worth more than £1,000? Because isn't that the one that Logan Paul unboxed?
No, the Logan Paul had. I did bring it. Logan Paul had one of these. This is only a grade 8 because it's not the best.
That's the one, yeah.
Okay, this is not even the one he would have got, because the one he would have had would have been a first edition, shadowless.
Yeah.
This is just a base set.
Okay.
And these are even selling for £8,000-9,000
Easily.
But if it was a 10, 25, £30,000.
Bloody hell.
These are good investments, dude. So for example, if you was to buy those 3 cars there now, £500, £2,000, you put that away for your kids. I can put my life on it. By the time your child is 18, you will not have to buy them a car and a Rolex or whatever. This
will pay for it.
Why
is that? Why do you think these cards are going to go up so much in value?
First and foremostly, the trading industry, the TCG community, is a community. It's not really about making ample amounts of money. There's a lot of money in the business.
Yeah, it's not like crypto of the like how people are making money like that. Would you say?
You see, crypto. Look, we're launching a coin as well. I'll come on to that in a minute.
Yeah,
but this is a collector's. Someone who's enthusiastic, who likes this kind of stuff. Like, I mean, just look at the card. Look at the cards. Look, if you look at them, it's aesthetically pleasing. We have the best slab in the world. You can go and check the reviews on Only Graded.
Yeah,
PSA and Beckett. There's loads of other companies out there that do this, but people are saying ours is the best. Why? We've only been around for 4 or 5 months. It's because there's a lot of time and effort that went into this. So when COVID happened, I was still in the property business. I was at the time, doing sales, lettings. We had the office.
Just your usual properties.
Yeah, we had an office in Mayfair at the time. So we had 2 branches, one in say Ilford Essex and one in Mayfair.
Yeah.
So we was doing that, and I was doing my own bits and bobs, buy a plot of land, build a house, 2 houses, or do a develop.
Yeah.
But for me, just before COVID even, I just felt like this is the hard way, because I'm looking at the news. I'm reading people doing amazing things. I'm thinking to myself, I can do better than that. Like, this is nothing.
Did you lose your interest within property?
I just felt like it became dated.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun no more. Like, it became very... Like, for example, I'm a developer. I'd get loads of, emails from interior designers and people. They're always on you. Like, it's like...
There's loads of offers probably rolling through the door. Yeah.
Loads of offers. Yeah. And everyone's really, like, they throw themselves at you for the sale. And it just got a bit tiring. So I just thought to myself, like, we do our own stuff even today. If someone phones me up with a good deal,
opportunity, then you'll take it. Why not?
I'm looking at one at the moment. Yeah. But again, in Knightsbridge, what I'm trying to do at the moment is create a fund in Knightsbridge. I have one that deals with some of the stuff I do up that way. But in Knightsbridge, the aim is to set up a fund as well, whereby I can't buy all the deals myself. I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I don't mind
helping others,
having the deals and helping others. So if we're creating a fund here as well. Couple of £100 million where we're buying things that are easy. I don't want to stress myself. I don't need to stress myself. Not at this age. No way.
You don't need to.
I don't need to. Everything is running smoothly. We're not greedy. We're happy. We're fine. We eat 3 times a day. We wear what we want. We eat what we want. We live where we want. That's enough. If I start saying I want to start driving a Bugatti and I want to start doing... Why? It's not. It's, you know, got to stay in your own lane. That's my lane for now, and I'm happy with that. What was your question again?
Basically, so we're talking about how you come up with this, essentially. You
so
got tired of property.
So I got coming away from the property. What happened just before COVID? I thought to myself, you know what? I need to diversify the property thing. So we had an IT guy. His name's Ibrahim. He's like my best friend.
Yeah.
He's like probably the closest person to I am at the moment in my life. I said to him, listen, dude, you're Indian. You know, he's not even Indian. Yeah, he's Indian. Sorry, he's Indian. I said, you're Indian. You're from Chennai. It's the capital of all the smart people. Did you? I said to him, yeah. He's like, yes. I said, can't you put together a team of people that we can create an app? He said, okay, I'll speak to my friends. So he went to, college or wherever he went to at the time. He spoke to a few people. We put a team of people together. But one of his friends had a disability. And the people that he asked, the two people he asked, also had disabilities. And he was telling me about this. I was like, amazing. So what are the disabilities? I think one had a problem with his eye, one eye.
Yep.
One had a polio. And one had some other disability. But I was like, okay. I said, you know what? I like the sound of that. I thought to myself, the hands work. The mind works. Look, to be honest with you, dude, if I cut your whole body off and leave your mind, you still exist.
Yeah.
You can't move. Everything you're talking, thinking, you can still do that, but you just can't move. So your existence is air to air. So yeah. So I thought, if that being the principle that I believe in, why not? So what we did was, we created that team and we created an app called Find a Gaff. It's available on iTunes and Android. You can download it. It's a love child between student.com, Zoopla, Airbnb. All of those functionalities are in there.
Mixed into one. So
that was at the back of my love for property. I said, you know what? This is our child.
Yeah.
We're going to finish property and we're going to have this. And this is an international thing. Oh, no, it was a national thing.
So you had gone from real estate, the traditional real estate, to now being an app, online based, basically.
Online based. I thought, you know what? No one comes to the shop. Yeah. Why am I paying? Or why am I got staff here? It doesn't make sense. I'd rather just, if the wages are, 40 grand each, cut them off one time.
Put it in that.
Put it in the app. Yeah. We done that. And the app, we launched successfully on the 4th of February last year. But then COVID was still in play and it didn't make sense promoting it as such too much at the time. But as that was happening, this is the beautiful story. My brother, he's into gaming cards.
Yeah. Younger or?
Younger, my youngest brother.
Okay. How old is he?
He's 21 now, I think, or 22.
Okay, cool.
He used to come up to me. Hey, bro. I said, what? Can I take £1,000? I said, what for? I'll be back to you on Friday. I said, how much are you going to give me back? I'll give you back 1,500. All right, go on. So I give him £1,000. On Friday, he comes back and gives me 1,500. I thought, what just guy has this boy done?
Yes, you were just interested in Spike, what he's doing.
I was just listening.
What did you think he was doing at first?
But wait, this is it gets better. He's done it a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah. I said to him, hey, come here. I said, what you doing? You selling drugs? Yeah? Yeah? No, I'm not. So what you doing then? I'm just doing my stuff. Why have I got to tell you? I said, yeah. You're not going to tell me? I said, Dad. I called my dad. My dad turned up. What's up? I said, Dad, he's selling drugs. But I said, what? Grabbed him up, sat him down. I said, Dad, I'm telling you, he's selling drugs. I said, you couldn't make money. I said, I'll make money.
Yeah.
He's making, from £1,000, he's earning, 50, how? Yeah. I said, if he's giving me 500, he must be earning 1,000 himself.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Why would he give me 500 and take 100 himself?
Yeah, no profit in for him then, isn't it?
Come on.
Yeah.
So he sat down. So my dad said, what you doing? And my dad had a lot of post in his hand for him as well at that time because the post had come and he just walked in. Sitting there. He said, yeah, I buy these cards online. I send them to America, get them graded, and I sell them on eBay. We both looked at each other like, what? So show me your eBay. So he showed me, and it was true. So I said, oh, amazing, nice. I said, buy me some as well. He's like, no, I'm not doing it for you, whatever, whatnot. Anyway, a month or 2 months went by. he phoned me, my brother, one day. He said, listen, the guy that was you sending my cards, he ain't giving my cards back. I said, lovely, no problem, let's go. Jumped in the car, 2-2s. We're somewhere in Midlands, knocking on the guy's door. Hello, mate. You ain't giving my brother's cards back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're just taking long to come back. I said, what do you mean? The story was, he had sent them to PSA. He was an agent for them.
Yep.
And PSA had obviously, due to COVID, had closed or stopped taking it. So he was messed up. I sat there, I said, why don't you just set up your own? How hard can it be? It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Went through the whole due diligence process, becoming NAGS accredited, disaccredited, blah, blah, insurances, blah, blah, blah. A year later, we have a grading company.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So from that
to not having your own.
to that. But to be honest with you, it was literally, the name came up when I was out. I literally that day when I went and said that to him, I went out for dinner. I was out with my partner for dinner. I sat there just on a napkin. She's always late, the cow. So I was sat there just doodling along, and I just come up with the name and the bits and bobs, and I've messaged Ibrahim at the time and said, buy these domains right now.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Bought all of them.
Yeah, I said, we're doing this.
Yeah.
I said, make the apps, employ the staff. So now we've got in India, we've got in Chennai, we've got an office with 20 plus staff.
Yep.
Everyone, I'm not saying it in a way, but everyone with a disability has been given the chance to participate, and most of them are, which is the foundation of the business. For me, it's given back.
That's a good thing though. It's like spreading equality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's I perhaps even favoritism more towards that for me, because I feel like everyone should be given a chance. I don't know. I just don't like it when
100%.
You know,
when people aren't given that chance.
Yeah, because at some point in my life, when I was young, I was a shy young man, and I remember being in that space where someone could perhaps take a liberty from you and you just suffered it. I wouldn't suffer it now. Give a smack back. You understand? So some of these people, for me, people just need to be given a chance. So that's there. In Malaysia, we've got another office. We've got about 10 to 15 people working there. We've got our factory in Tilbury. We've got multiple people working there. We are here in Knightsbridge, in the heart of Knightsbridge, opposite One Hyde Park, the most expensive building in Europe.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, 20 million, 30 million, 100 million, that kind of numbers, telephone numbers.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Then we've got Nusrat down the road. We've got Mr. Chow Chow's next door. We've got the Bulgari Hotel next door.
Yeah, your lunch is sorted.
Lunch? Yeah. Oh my goodness, I go to Zuma around the corner. Baby chicken rice.
Yeah,
done. It's the one. It's nice.
So tell me this, yeah, because it seems like I get an impression, because not a lot of people talk about Pokemon in the UK. I feel like Pokemon's not as popular in the UK compared to like places like America or China or wherever it may be.
What I would urge the UK guys, look, I'm not your guys' age, man. I'm a businessman, yeah, and I'm involved in this, and this for me is the best earner for youngsters, especially kids that are from ages of 16 to 25. You can smash money, you can save money, you can invest money.
But how do you know what Pokemon card is the right one to buy?
Look, you know what I was thinking also of doing? I was thinking of doing a course.
Yeah.
Which is at a price, at a premium. Nothing's free in life, of course. At a premium, which gives you a list of cards that are the highest selling. Or we might have a members portal on our website coming soon, which allows people to become a member and then have inside information of which cards are doing well. Because we have the stats of what's selling on the Only Graded Marketplace. Okay. So if people wanted to download OG Marketplace, Only Graded Marketplace, that allows you to sell any graded card, whether it be from PSA, Beckett, and ourselves.
So OG Marketplace, is that an app?
Is that yes? App? Okay. Yeah. OG grading services. Yep. And OG Marketplace are two different apps.
Okay. Cool.
So one is for selling your graded stuff by whoever. Yeah. One is us that we grade the stuff for.
Yeah. Can make sense.
Yeah. And then obviously we've got another app called Django Cars, which is a competitor for Auto Trader. We've got Alexander Time, which is a competitor for Chrono 24. Then we have Find a Gaff, which is all the property stuff. So in total, we've got 6 or 7 apps. We've got more things coming. We've got the cryptocurrency, which I really want you to understand, I want people to understand, is coming out on the 1st of March in the next couple of days.
We'll get to that in a second, but just to understand, why did you make all these apps?
See, when I was making these apps, I make a decision first and think about it afterwards. Yeah. I'm very trigger happy.
Yeah. You just do things there and then.
Yeah, I do things quickly. Yeah. I hate talking about things. If you said to me, we can make £1,000 a day doing this thing here, I say, come show me. I want somebody talk me through it. No, show me. Let's go. I'm not interested in sitting here and talking about it.
There's no point.
There's no point. It's a waste of time. I don't have time. The time, a lot of people, who has time? Rich people have time. So anybody who ain't got a pot to piss in right now and sitting there and just relaxing, they need to understand you ain't rich, mate. You need to run around. You need to
go often.
Mate, you need to go and speak to the corner shop guy. How are you? What's your name? What do you do? What does your wife do? What does your son do? If I go to a shop, I will interrogate the person without them even realizing.
But why? What do you think that does?
That for me is networking.
Yeah.
But I've found out your network. It's like saying, how are you? Okay, yeah. I mean, brothers, you got 3. What do you guys do? Is your brothers in the property? I will throw things at you. I want to know. It's like a book. The more you move it, the more the pages go, the more you read.
Pages, isn't it? Yeah.
You understand?
Creating your own yellow
closed
pages.
book. Try asking me something. You're obviously, I'm telling you stuff, but try asking me something on the road. I will first tell me your name, why you think it's okay to ask me this question, or what credibility you think you can even have this discussion. That's not me being arrogant. I'm just saying I ain't got the time. I don't need to. Why should I? I've got so many things to do. I've got enough loved ones. No more needed. I've got enough friends. No more needed. I don't need no one else. Because everything that I'm building is self-sufficient. It's an ecosystem. Yeah. For me, my friends, my family. It's not for me. I will merely here to create it, to be honest. That's how I feel like my role in the whole thing is. To help, to guide, to once it's there and sustainable, my job is done.
So chat to me about this coin. You mentioned that you got your own coin region, so what's that?
So in regards to the coin is a utility coin. It's not like a Shiba, even though Shiba has made people millionaires and
overnight basically,
Yeah, but our coin is going to be backed by Only Graded. Only Graded being the godfather of everything. Yeah. All the apps and everything else. The grading service, the Only Graded marketplace, everything. So before we were a national brand, but Only Graded and Only Graded Coin, OGC, has now allowed us to take the payment system to a whole different level, meaning internationally, you can use the OGC coin and pay.
But let me ask you, why would someone do that compared to paying in a usual payment method, like,
Okay, so for example, if you grade your cards with us even at £10, if you use our coin, you can grade them at £5.
Okay, so you're cutting the costs down.
I'm cutting people's costs down. Yeah. I'm giving them an incentive. Now, for example, if somebody wants to advertise their watch, they can once they sell it, they can have it in the Only Graded coin. We'll have our own wallet. Only Graded wallets coming soon as well. We've got Only Graded Planet coming, which is like the metaverse. For me, they launched the metaverse too early. They didn't educate people. Yeah. They see the difference between
they've done just like that, innit?
Yeah, but the difference between me and Elon Musk is he's got more money than me. Yeah. What I see and how I want to see it. It's about seeing there's 100. Listen, I'm not a designer. I'm not a programmer. But I know what I want done. So I will find the right minds to create that. And to have that, you just require money. And what I want to achieve eventually is to make the planet a better place. For me, it's going the wrong way. Insecurities are at all-time high. Poverty, all-time high. Everything is at all-time high prices. I mean, I do a lot with luxury watches from Knightsbridge as well, because we do luxury property downstairs. Sales and lettings, same as on conventional property services downstairs. But what I'm trying to achieve is the control, because see the metaverse. I'll give you a quick example of it. People could potentially go in there, uncensored, and do X, Y, and Z. Remember, you're using your mind to do this. What gives to say you do all those kind of things in there, and when you come outside, you're gonna have the same mindset? Yeah. What are you allowed to do in there? Who's monitoring that? There's so many elements to this world that have not been watched. Yeah. But this world will exist. They just didn't market it properly for me. It's pre-ejaculation for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's too early, man. Busting out too quick.
No, it is crazy when you think about it, because some people might not know how to control themselves in that world and then bring themselves back into this world. Like,
safety issue.
Just to, this might be a dumb reference, but for people that they're like, for example, serial killers or something, there was research done where a lot of them used to play a lot of Grand Theft Auto back then. A lot of it, to a point where they can't control themselves and what they do with the actions in that world, and then bring themselves out of it. And
I want to see that blood. It's human nature, greed. Yeah. You want to just see more, want more, take more. It's just one of those things. look, that is a whole dangerous world. So the reason I wanted to create OG Planet, which will probably require $2 billion to make, estimated, that's what it's going to cost to make it. But that will be a world that is safe. In my OG Planet, you will have to be real people like me and you.
Yeah.
So you and your partner will have to join. If everything you do in there is you can see, there's no lying.
Yeah.
So if you and one day leave your partner, the next partner can see who your partner was, where you went to eat with. Like transparency at the next level.
Yeah.
No more insecurities. I know what you're doing.
But some people might not want that.
Well, then you're not invited.
Yeah,
Don't come. Go to the normal verse and get, our world is meant to be, it's not about making, it's trying to improve an individual. So if they live a better life in there, they'll have a little, they will implement that outside. Do you understand? They won't have the same thing inside. So it's just about teaching people the other way around, rather than speaking to them, going into their mind, and perhaps changing the thought process, the belief system, and all that. Okay, so the cryptocurrency, only graded cryptocurrency, is basically, let's just say only graded is there.
Yep.
Only graded coin is there. Now, only graded ecosystem is to provide for Find a Gaff,
Okay.
Django Cars, Alexander Time, only graded marketplace, only graded. All these apps are now going to be using that. And the benefit with that is you're getting a discount.
And they're all kind of interlinked then. It brings it all together.
Interlinked. And going forward, the people that are going to get involved now are the ones that are going to benefit the most.
Yeah,
because let's give you an example. Very example. Just if you want to invest in this coin, just think like this. First and foremost, do not invest in this coin if you do not understand crypto. I don't want you to blame me for your negligence of knowledge.
Yeah.
First learn, understand, and then invest. That's the right way to do things anyway.
No, 100%.
Once you do that, once you do the research on us, you'll realize that this is not a fugazi. This is proper stuff. We've landed on our feet with this. Meaning, this is a company, a grading company. We're like surveyors of the gaming world. We will authenticate and say something is right or wrong. If someone's signature is right or wrong, we are at that level. Comic books, coins, baseball cards, football cards. And now that is all backed by only graded coin, because we want to have our own ecosystem. This is for our community, the TCG community, the crypto world. We don't want the big sharks to come and pump and dump. No, none of that will happen. We're going to contain all of that. This is for the TCG. This is for the community that is involved in the game, in the card game, or it's for them.
But how can you contain that? Because you do see a lot of coins that are getting pumped. Whether it gets rug pulled or not, that's a whole different story. But you see a lot of them getting pumped. So how can you contain that and make sure
the pump and dump? What you have to realize is we haven't done no aggressive marketing. Okay, we haven't got 1,000 influencers telling you this is the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah,
we have just been very normal as a business. This is what we're doing. If you're interested, look within my network and just the people I know. Well, okay. This is now going outside of that. This is now, once it goes outside of that, what it's going to bring, I don't know.
Yeah.
But for me, it's time to take it to the next level, because only graded planet requires $2 billion. I don't have $2 billion. So I have to find it. It's as simple as that. When I needed to find 200,000, I found 200,000. When I needed to find 2 million, I found it. 200 million, going for whatever. Just have to find it.
Just for people watching right now, I just want to pinpoint this, yeah? People might be in situations where they need to find 200 grand or something, yeah? How can they find that? What from your experience, how can you tell someone this is what you got to do to find
If you want to find 200 grand?
Whatever the figure may be.
Okay, no, you said 200 grand. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. This card here, raw, is worth £100. Don't quote me on this, but roughly.
Yeah.
Once it's graded at 10, it 10x's. That's what normally happens to a graded card.
Yeah.
So it's worth £1,000 now, yeah? Now, you want to make 200,000. Do you have any money to start this 200,000, or you have no money?
Let's just say you have 10% of it, so you have 20 grand now.
Oh, you have 20 grand?
Yeah.
Oh, you buy loads of these, you have them graded?
Yeah.
You got your 200 grand, man. 10x, isn't it?
Tuesday, yeah.
20 grand?
Yeah, times 10, 200, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, done.
There you go, you done his own answer.
But you got to know you to make that happen in the first place.
Well, it's only graded.
Yeah.
It's only the grade, not me.
Yeah.
Listen, only graded is forever.
Yeah.
Just know this. It will never leave. One day I might die or whatever, but it will exchange hands, whatever. But it will remain forever. It's there now. So that means that the crypto is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's part of the future. We're doing NFTs. Our NFTs are... Coin allocation, by the way, is available. on OpenSea under Only Graded. So you can go on you can go into OpenSea, which is the NFT market. You can go there, type in Only Graded. You can see our gummies there. You can allocate coins. But I want people to do it who know how to do it. I don't want to say someone, do it like this. Just do it if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, forget, but it's not for you.
What's your views on NFTs then? Because obviously we've got physical cards in front of us. What's like your views on...
These are going to be turning into NFTs, bro.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say. Everything we do, because we are the authentication company, we are the ones that decide that this is authentic or not. Once your cards are things, you can turn them into NFTs with us. There's a whole heap of things coming. This is why, for me, we only created 1 billion coins as well. Not 10, 100 trillion.
Yeah.
1 billion.
Yeah.
That is it. There's nothing more than that. The reason we created it, because I want each coin, my goal is to have each coin parring with Bitcoin. You understand? Yeah. Based on just the gaming stuff. And Bitcoin's based on what? I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I think someone just wakes up angry one day, says putting it down, and one day they wake up and putting it up.
Hopes and dreams, that's what it's made of.
Well, yeah.
Pretty much.
If you are into crypto, I'd highly recommend people to, go to onlygradedcoin.com, check it out. If you understand crypto, then you can understand this is backed by a grading company and all these apps. There's an ecosystem here. It's not going anywhere. We're in the heart of Knightsbridge. I'm here. I ain't gone anywhere. I've been here for years.
Here's a couple of personal questions to round up on, to finish on. I want to know, if you're open to say this as well, how old were you when you made your first million, and how did that make you feel at the time?
My first million was also in Dagenham. School Road. There was a plot of land there. I bought the plot of land for 12.5k. I got planning permission to build a house, which at the time was 120k. And then that 120k, man, this is a long story, bro.
Go on.
No, if I cut it short, I got the 120 from there, bought Mortlake Road. I can't say refund, that's done. It took me about 6, but yeah, the long and the short of it is, if I was to put it in a nutshell, basically how I made my first million would be, I bought a plot of land in Dagenham, flipped it, got planning on it.
Made it like that?
Yes, literally is how I made my first million.
And the question I was going to lead on to say is basically, it's clear to see you're quite a wealthy man. You got office in Knightsbridge, in property, you got started Only Graded, you got all these super plans. Now, what I want to ask you is, with money, does money equal happiness?
To tell you the truth,
yeah,
I don't like money.
Why not?
Just don't.
Why?
I just don't. I don't earn money for myself. My money, everything I'm earning is for a purpose. I need that money. It's not I want it. I need it for that purpose. It's not a need to me personally. I can't stand but if the world wouldn't work. I might be super nice and the other might be a super dick. You just want to take your money. There's people out there who just take your money if you know two ways about it. So for me, I don't like money. I don't like the process of it. I wish it could be a happier world, but it's not going to be. Not me, one person, going to change that. But perhaps in the digital world, I can have the influence. Thus, Only Graded Planet, where I can contain it, because I can eliminate.
You can control it.
Yeah, so money doesn't buy happiness. No, money isn't happiness, but it can...
Makes the world go round, as they say.
Not even that. You can buy your freedom. Once you have it there, if you are sensible with it, it's about reading a book. It's about understanding yourself as a human being. I ask you a question, you're sitting in front of me. How many bones in your body?
God knows.
206. How many in your hand?
Don't know.
26. How many in your feet?
26.
27. There you go. You're sitting there, yeah? Point I'm trying to make, you own a body.
Yeah.
You don't know this. Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Just never researched it. Never.
No, but listen. Everyone that's listening to this podcast should ask themselves this question tonight.
Yeah.
I own a body. Why the fuck don't I know how many bones and what have I got inside it? Why are you just taking it for granted? You see? Fixing the problem starts within. That's what it actually means. Within. It's cleansing and knowing what you're dealing with. Why do I get a rash on my hand? Why does my eyes do... Why? There's a reason. you're lacking something. Most people eat too much for me. I don't believe in eating 3 times a day. Eat when you're hungry, just not after 6.
No.
Eat when you're hungry, but just not after 6.
There's your rule.
If you can obey that, I swear to God, you don't need no diet, fitness plan, Get out of here, man.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't need that. You know, and stretching. Morning stretching is very important.
Why?
Because we are constantly sitting. We are not at our normal, what we should be. We're meant to be, you should be able to climb a tree.
Yeah, you're meant to be active, you know.
Because there might be a lion chasing your ass. What are you going to do? You're going to be hot dinner?
No.
You're not. You would be now, mate.
Yeah.
Most people would be. Just screaming there going, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wouldn't work. So, but a lot of people are, listen, honestly, that's a whole different topic. But, yeah.
Fair enough. And I think we'll end up on this, to be fair. We got cards in front of us. I think it's only right that lucky subscriber.
100%. Let's do a giveaway. This is what I know you're getting to. Why don't we do this? Why don't we give away? We give away 2 lovely Venusaurs.
I don't know Pokemon that well, so repeat again. What card is that? What animal? Whatever it's called.
It's an animal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's an animal. It'd be these cards here. Look, man. A Venusaur and a Venusaur. These are the 2 cards we'll give away.
Yep.
To 2 of the lucky viewers.
How much are they worth?
Let's just say £500 each.
£500 each. Right. So all you got to do, we're gonna give 2 lucky cards away to 2 subscribers. So if you want to know how to do that.
You know what? Let's throw another one in.
Throw another one in, yeah?
You know what? We'll throw one in for £1,000 as well.
Okay. So now we're talking big money.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you, yeah? Just to make this giveaway more interesting, yeah? If someone was to win that, how easy is it for them to sell that and get £1,000 out of it?
So basically, they go on eBay.
Yeah.
Stick it on eBay. They can go and check the sold prices before they sell it. They can see that it's selling for X, Y, and Z. And once they have sold it there, they can either sell it on there, but I'd ideally like them to sell it on the only graded marketplace.
And
just put it on there for £1,000 and just wait for it to sell.
would you recommend someone to sell it straight, or would you recommend someone to hold it?
Why would you sell it?
If someone wants the quick money, quick 1,000.
Yeah, but you know, to be honest with you, I hope this goes to people that want to hold on to them. That's all I'm going to say.
Fair enough.
I hope it doesn't go to someone who does it for a quick buck, because these are investments.
Yeah.
I have friends who are getting Charizards graded now for £10, £20, or even £50 if they get a really nice one because they want it quicker for the kids or whatever. These are investments they're making for their kids. These are going to be worth hundreds of thousands of pounds when their kids are 18, 19 years old. They're going to thank my ass for this. They literally are, because you try to send them to somewhere else abroad, you're waiting 2 years right now.
Yeah.
Or if that, you can come and see Uncle Iyak over here and get it sorted.
Sorted
Judge
out.
Loaded, nah?
Fair enough.
So yeah. Anyone that wants their cards graded and wants to start earning money, listen, if there's kids listening to this, they're 18 and 25, guys, seriously, they need to get involved in this. Go and research it. Just so simple. You can earn a fortune. Listen, you can earn £1,000 a week, £4,000 a month, doing absolutely and enjoying. You're dealing with nice people. There's no arguments. You're getting paid. You can't argue with what you're giving. No, it's 100%. Already been authenticated. Yeah. Simple. Put in your password, you're gone.
Fair enough. Well, we're going to give 3 Pokemon cards away or 3 graded Pokemon cards.
3, but only graded, yes.
To 3 subscribers. The rules will be in the description below. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go onto YouTube. You can read the rules there and you can enter there as well. And that's pretty much it, to be fair. Yeah, man.
Thank you. I'll give you one as well, actually. I'm going to find one that perhaps goes... Give you something like this.
That looks nice.
That
looks nice. I'll display that.
Yeah?
I'm going to do what Logan Paul done. You see it when you come out in the ring around his neck. Yeah, I'm going to do exactly that.
You know what, actually, we can drill you some nice fine holes. And
that's it. Yeah,
you can
quickly around it, yeah.
Do you know what, actually? We do your deal. Listen, I'll do him a deal. I'll do you a deal.
Go on.
I'm going to get you one done with a nice gold chain around it.
Yeah.
On all your podcasts, you have to wear it like that.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, that's a deal, isn't it? Yeah. Sponsored by Only Graded. No, controlled by Only Graded.
On that note, I hope you all enjoyed that podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Leave your feedback, comment, all that sort of stuff. Follow us follow me and Iyak on social media and whatnot. And catch you then until on the next episode of CEOCAST.